Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Ready? Begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may be seated.
Good morning, Buffalo ladies and gentlemen. Today is Tuesday, April 21st, 2026, and we are so happy you're here today. For lunch today, you can choose between a cinnamon roll with vegetarian 3-bean chili or a toasted cheese sandwich. You can have baby carrots, broccoli, celery sticks, cucumber, fresh leafy greens, apple, and craisins on the side. For lunch tomorrow, you can choose between a grape jelly and sun butter sandwich with a string cheese or red and green Earth Day pizza. Sounds delicious. We have 2 birthdays today. It is Max's birthday in Miss Rosales' class and David's birthday in Miss Westberg's class. Happy birthday, you guys. Hopefully you have a wonderful day today. All right, this month we have been talking about being knowledgeable. And on Friday, we will have our Knowledgeable IB Awards Assembly. But today, I want to help us become knowledgeable about something new or something that we've talked about a lot, but that I want to talk about some more. Next Monday, we will be having our World Cultures Day celebration. So I want to talk about a little bit about the word culture. So that's a word we hear a lot, but what does it mean? The definition I would give is that culture is a shared way of life for a group of people, including their beliefs, traditions, language, food, clothing, art, and many other things. You have a shared culture with your family and with your friends. You have a shared culture with your classroom and your school. You have a shared culture with the people that make up your neighborhood and that make up your town. Now, not all of these cultures are exactly the same. You don't act the same way at school as you do at home. You don't act the same way with your neighbors as you do with your family, but every one of those groups has a shared way of life, things that feel normal and comfortable, and we notice it very often when things are not the way that we usually do things. We notice when things are different from the way that feels normal. So culture's hard to see because culture is what feels normal to us. Culture provides our sense of identity and our sense of belonging with a group of people that we feel the same as. When we're around people who share a similar culture to us, we do tend to feel more comfortable. These people share a language with us and communication patterns. So that's like how close we stand to each other. Like, have you ever had someone stand way too close to you and you're like, wow, that's really uncomfortable? Maybe they don't feel like that's uncomfortable. Maybe that's their communication pattern. Or someone who's standing really far away from you and you're like, oh, you should probably come a little bit closer if you're talking to me. That's part of our culture. How much eye contact we use. Maybe you would rather someone be looking you in the eye when they're talking to you. Maybe that feels uncomfortable to you. That's part of your culture. How we greet each other is part of our culture. What kinds of jokes we make or what slang phrases we use and we understand each other. Those are part of our culture. We eat similar foods as the people who are in our culture, in our family, or the people who share a similar culture to us. We celebrate similar holidays or events in similar ways, and we play similar games. So, like I said, it can feel uncomfortable at times to be around a group of people whose culture is different than yours. They might communicate differently than you do, standing closer or further than we typically feel is comfortable. They might use phrases or gestures that we aren't used to and we don't really understand. They might eat different foods or celebrate holidays that we don't really know anything about. They might laugh at things that we don't understand why those are funny, and it makes you feel a little bit uncomfortable. But that's the beautiful thing about culture. It's always growing and it's always changing. And as we learn more about the world around us, and as we understand more about other cultures, that can become part of our knowledge too. It doesn't necessarily have to become part of our culture and what makes us feel comfortable, but when it's part of our knowledge and we understand what people are doing and the reason kind of why they're doing it, it makes it more comfortable for us to be around them and to reach out to them. So Instead of feeling scared or intimidated of interacting with someone who's different from you, take some time to ask questions and get to know them. The interesting thing is that your culture and the things that you feel are normal might be just as new and different to them as theirs feels to you. Our world is beautiful because of the diversity and the differences that exist within it, and that's something that we should explore and celebrate. And as an IB school, like it says in our IB mission statement, we want to emphasize the importance of learning about others and maintaining the attitude that others, with their differences, can also be right. So, on World Cultures Day, our hope is to explore different cultures and reflect on our own culture and see how we are the same and different and take a chance to celebrate that. I know this was a longer message this morning, but I won't get a chance to talk to you about this until our opening ceremony on World Cultures Day. So, happy Tuesday. I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope you learned something new about someone that you didn't know before, and I'll see you in the hallways. Bye.